Good afternoon, and welcome to this week's Lunchtime Poetry with Lorie. This weekend is Mother's Day, so I thought that today I would share some of my favorite and perhaps a couple of new poems celebrating motherhood. I'm going to start with My Mother by Ann Taylor. Who fed me from her gentle breast, and hushed me in her arms to rest, and on my cheek sweet kisses pressed? My mother. When sleep forsook my open eye, who was it sung sweet hush-a-bye, and rocked me that I should not cry? My mother. Who sat and watched my infant head when sleeping in my cradle bed, and tears of sweet affection shed? My mother. When pain and sickness made me cry, who gazed upon my heavy eye, and wept for fear that I should die? My mother. Who dressed my doll in clothes so gay, and taught me pretty how to play, and minded all I had to say? My mother. Who taught my infant lips to pray, and love God's holy book and day, and walk in wisdom's pleasant way? My mother. And can I ever cease to be affectionate and kind to thee, who was so very kind to me? My mother. Ah, no, the thought I cannot bear, and if God please my life to spare, I hope I shall reward thy care, my mother. Who ran to help me when I fell, and would some pretty story tell, or kiss the place to make it well? My mother. When thou art feeble, old, and gray, my healthy arm shall be thy stay, and I will soothe thy pains away, my mother. And when I see thee hang thy head, 'twill be my turn to watch thy bed, and tears of sweet affection shed, my mother. For could our Father in the skies look down with pleased or loving eyes, if ever I could dare despise? My mother. And that is My Mother by Ann Taylor, whose sister, Ruth Taylor, wrote Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. A little fun fact there. Next, I'm going to read one by Edgar Allan Poe, and it's called To My Mother. Because I feel that in the heavens above, the angels, whispering to one another, can find, among their burning terms of love, none so devotional as that of mother. Therefore, by that dear name I long have called you, you who are more than mother unto me, and fill my heart of hearts where death installed you in setting my Virginia's spirit free. In my mother, my own mother, who died early, was but the mother of myself. But you are mother to the one I love so dearly, and thus are dearer than the mother I knew, by that infinity which with my wife was dearer to my soul than its soul life. And that is To My Mother by Edgar Allan Poe. He actually didn't write that for his own mother. He wrote that for the mother of his wife, Virginia. Next, I'm going to read Rock Me to Sleep by Elizabeth Akers Allen. Backward, turn backward, O time in your flight. Make me a child again, just for tonight. Mother, come back from the echoless shore. Take me again to your heart as of yore. Kiss from my forehead the furrows of care. Smooth the few silver threads out of my hair. Over my slumbers your loving watch keep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep. Backward, flow backward, O tide of the years. I am so weary of toil and of tears. Toil without recompense, tears all in vain. Take them and give me my childhood again. I have grown weary of dust and decay, weary of flinging my soul wealth away, weary of sowing for others to reap. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep. Tired of the hollow, the base, the untrue. Mother, oh mother, my heart calls for you. Many a summer the grass has grown green, blossomed and faded our faces between. Yet with strong yearning and passionate pain, long I tonight for your presence again. Come from the silence so long and so deep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep. Over my heart in the days that are flown, no love like mother love ever has shone. No other worship abides and endures, faithful, unselfish, and patient like yours. None like a mother can charm away pain from the sick soul and the world-wearied brain. Slumber's soft calms o'er my heavy lids creep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep. Come, let your brown hair, just lighted with gold, fall on your shoulders again as of old. Let it drop over my forehead tonight, shading my faint eyes away from the light. For with its sunny-edged shadows once more, haply will throng the sweet visions of yore. Lovingly, softly, its bright billows sweep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep. Mother, dear mother, the years have been long since I last listened to your lullaby song. Sing then, and unto my soul it shall seem womanhood's years have been only a dream. Clasped to your heart in a loving embrace, with your light lashes just sweeping my face. Never hereafter to wake or to weep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep. And that's Rock Me to Sleep by Elizabeth Allen Akers. Next, a poem by Rudyard Kipling called Mother o' Mine. If I were hanged on the highest hill, mother o' mine, oh mother of mine, I know whose love would follow me still, mother o' mine, mother o' mine. If I were drowned in the deepest sea, mother o' mine, oh mother of mine, I know whose tears would come down to me, mother of mine, oh mother o' mine. If I were damned of body and soul, I know whose prayers would make me whole, mother o' mine, oh mother o' mine. And that's Mother o' Mine by Rudyard Kipling. Okay. The next poem I'm going to read is called Mother by Lorie. Your love was like moonlight, turning harsh things to beauty, so that little wry souls, reflecting each other obliquely, as in cracked mirrors, beheld in your luminous spirit their own reflection, transfigured as in a shining stream, and loved you for what they are not. You are less an image in my mind than a luster. I see you in gleams, pale as starlight on a gray wall, evanescent as the reflection of a white swan shimmering in broken water. And that is Mother by Lorie. And finally today, a fun one by Shel Silverstein called Wall Marks. Those scratchy marks there on the wall, they show how short I used to be. They rise until they get this tall. And Mama keeps reminding me the way my dad would take his pen as I stood there stiff and straight. He'd put a ruler on my head and mark the spot and write the date. She says it's my history, but I don't understand it all. Just why she cries every time she sees those scratchy marks there on the wall. And that's Wall Marks by Shel Silverstein. I hope that you have enjoyed today's Mother's Day edition of Lunchtime Poetry. I will see you here next week. You can find me every Friday at noon on the Manlius Library YouTube channel for a new selection of poetry. Have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day and happy poetry reading.